Is that lens clean? I don't know. Should be. Let's see. That might be a bit better. I don't know. Let's go here. Let's go. Ooh. Wet break. What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. What's going on? Right. Hey, Ronnie. Hi, Shimei. How are you? Oh, boy. What's up, Albert? What's going on? Man, I thought it was going to be when the storms were up. We had some rain overnight. I can't even believe it, guys. Right. Hey, Melinda. Let's get a coffee. Happy Sunday, Nino. Woo! Let them eat steak, baby. Ew. Alright. I kind of like this Buick. What is it? Encore? I kind of like that. What's up, GTB? What's going on? I don't know why I shouldn't be tired. Right? Actually, I got up earlier today than other days. Weird. It's funny. Hey, Angus Kisses. The day I think I can sleep in late. It's the day I get up early. Isn't that weird? It's like we have some mist in the sky tonight. I don't know what it is. I got my jacket. We might head out to Sebastopol tonight. I did thaw that steak yesterday that I would like to cook tonight. It's been rattling around the freezer since 2021 or something. I don't know. I guess it'll be all right. I don't know what's going on here. FBI, that's me, man. That's FBI. I'm United States Space Force, man. Right. Respect your officers. Let's see. Yeah, the weather's kind of funky tonight, right? It snowed. Well, I was looking at the weather forecast. How you doing, Naomi? What's going on, babe? I was looking at the weather forecast for where my friends live out in Alliance, Ohio. You're talking about 0 degrees again, 5 degrees, 12 degrees, right? I mean, they moved from Florida, right? And they just hit this, the absolute, like, coldest and most brutal winter. I just got my PG and F bill. It was like $230. I don't know. I used the heat a little bit, right? I got let them eat steak, man. That's what's for dinner tonight, right? Let them eat steak. You'll get 8 inches, 8 more Tuesday. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't miss the snow. Right? I mean, around Christmas time. Okay, I'll give it to you from Thanksgiving until New Year's. Okay, you can have your snow. It's nice looking. Yeah, we're looking outside. Cool, right? It's good, right? It's all good. Right. And then after that, you don't want anything to do with that. I need my coffee. I think I was coffee deficient today. I heard there's a coffee shortage coming. It's been, I'll just stop drinking it. Oh yeah, sure. Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll wait till that day. Margie, how are you today, Margie? Good to see you. Yeah, okay. We'll wait for that day, right? Let's put down the coffee cup once and for all. All right, guys, I shall return. Be right back. let them eat steak. All right, let's see what we got across the street here. You guys buried in snow? All right. Okay. Let's see. Man. You got, hold on, man. Hold on. What's up, Callie? What's going on, honey? Boy, these guys got some kind of operation they've grown on the other side over here. Unbelievable. Look at this. Talk about power food, man. Look at that. They got the flame going, man. They got the flame roaster going for the al pastor. How about that, man? How about that? We're going to nudge out. We're nudging. We're nudging. We're nudging. All right, there we go. There we go. Get the al pastor, right? They got that baby flaming away, man. Flaming away. What's going on, everybody? I know the NBA All-Star game is at 5. I'm just going to watch the highlights of it. I'll get the highlight reel later on YouTube. So I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. It's a very misty Sunday here today. I did a little bit cleaning at the house, trying to throw some garbage, trying to get some stuff out of the house and stuff. Let's see. Brian, how are you? 3 feet. Wow, 3 feet of snow. Holy smokes. If I missed anybody, apologies. It's a horrible Sunday. Well, hopefully you're all nice and warm and toasty where you are. Hopefully. I mean, I don't often have people come in and use the word horrible in here, but I'll take your word for it that it's a horrible day. This has been a terrifically rough winter for. This is like traditional 1960s, 50s, and 60s kind of winters. Oh, we got another bike boy here. Let's see if we can knock him out of his shoes here. Oh, brother. All right, there we go. Snow for 24 hours, stuck inside, that's why. Well, what you want to do, babe, you got the All-Star game coming on, right? I'm sure a couple of your Toronto Raptors are in there. Playing away, kicking butt, and taking names. Right. Good to see you, Slugbug. Long time. Haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you. Very nice to see you. All right, here we are. Hillbilly there. She had that cigarette hanging out of the mouth. That mouth was droopy. Modelo in one hand, and I don't know, man. I guess it's okay to drink on the streets here. I don't know, right? So, how's everybody doing? Hey, Red Robos, how are you? How's everybody doing today? And if you put one piece of junk on the street, it becomes an automatic attractant to bring. I wonder how Patricia Wakefield's doing. Haven't seen hide nor hair of her in a month. Right. Is that Anne Marie? How you doing, Anne Marie? I'm gonna get my your cookie wine. I'm gonna get my Cookie Monster out. There you go. Cheer you up. Nino, did you get a lot of snow too up there? I don't know. 3 feet seems a lot of snow. It's like the old days again. Right? We have the traditional 1950s and 60s kind of winter weather here. So maybe that means not as hot as summer. Who knows, right? I have no idea. But we have a really super fine, like mist here right now. So Chairman Musk says, let them eat steak. So I I've got this steak thawed out that I'm gonna have tonight. So it seemed like a quiet day. Did anybody watch the Daytona 500? Was that pretty good today? I don't know who won. I don't really follow NASCAR or race car driving. The boss follows that kind of stuff. I think the boss and Janet enjoy that. Reopened my Girl Scout cookies. Oh, you received them today. How cool. Yeah, I don't know. I just like those. What were they called? The trefoils or something. The buttery shortbread cookies. They're the ones I like. But the cookies have changed a lot over the years. When I was a kid, you could have that beef tallow, and now everybody in the world is scrambling to buy beef tallow these days to get back to frying the way it used to be, which is probably correct, right? Because you look at the Mediterranean French diet, which is oil-based olive oils. It's relatively high in fat. You know, and they don't have the heart issues that we have here. Which is my right eye is what does it say? Tripping out again, being twitchy. That means you're going to come into some money, according to Chinese. They are much healthier than we are. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, a lot of times I just get confused here that the more we try to make things healthier here, the worse society seems to be for it, right? We've had all these dietitians, all these school programs, and all these kids want to do is slam some Doritos, right? So who can blame them? So I gotta wonder, right? We took the trans fats out of food, and then we were hardly consuming any difference. Pig fat. I don't know. I've never, you know, I'm not even sure about. You know, it's been so many years since. When was tallow taken out? When did you have to have trans fat removed, right? What year did that occur? I mean, I'm not going to bullshit you guys. I don't eat French fries. When I was a kid, the French fries were great. You know, they were small, individual size. You can enjoy a couple ounces of them. They tasted good. Hamburgers were bigger. You know, people weren't eating a lot of fast food. Fresh vegetables for the win. I don't know, man. I don't have fresh vegetables for the win. Nowadays, honestly, it seems like the healthier people want to try to make stuff, the worse that it is, right? I mean, our general health is like everything's now it's supersized everything exactly. And if you offer it, they'll buy it. But honest to goodness, I just have not had, I've not had a good French fry in years, except the ones I make myself. Did you try Dr. Pepper? I don't drink, you know, it's going to irritate some people. I just don't enjoy the taste of Dr. Pepper. What is this? Rosie kicked in. Long stories short. In my dream, some dude wanted up my grill, sort of speaking. Oh man, did I come to the rescue again? I'm busier in your dreams than I am in real life, right? Anyway, yeah, I read that today that people are trying to get a hold of beef tallow now for cooking French fries and doing general frying and things like that. Remember, we used to have Crisco, the regular animal Crisco. It was so much better than the vegetable shortening. I like the taste of 23 flavor. What's going on, James? Telling us to eat trans fat when I was young. I don't know. People just didn't eat that much of it. When I was a kid, maybe if it was a Saturday and like, yard work or something, and everybody was blown out of working hard in the house all day Sunday or something, it's, hey man, let's go to Gino's tonight, right? And it was like a McDonald's, right? Let me see. Patricia Wakefield was in your. Oh, okay, good. Thank you, Shimei. I worry about her. Bacon lard is still a thing if you try. But if you use bacon lard to make like a pie crust, you're gonna have that sinewy taste of bacon in your crust. Okay, so it's not really rendered. It's not really purified enough. Burned our calories up when we were a kid. So we'd go to Gino's, we'd have a hamburger, a French fry, and a milkshake, and everybody was very satisfied, right? And then they started putting these guar gum extracts and emulsifiers and lecithin extenders and all this shit, and soybeans. Everybody became a soy boy. Right? It's just, I don't know. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Department of Health does now in terms of the American diet and stuff, because whatever we're doing now is clearly not working. Clearly. Right. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. So also, I think that it's like Slugbug said, we've had a pronounced decrease in the amount of exercise that the average person does in the nation now. And I know even in wintertime, my walking and stuff goes down dramatically here, right? I sift our out bacon grease and use it frying eggs and potatoes. Yeah, so that's starchers or something I really rarely have. Hey Sarah, how are you doing? I use the bacon and cooking pot of pinto beans. Like this morning, I had a bowl of soup. The chicken pasta soup that was made last week is absolutely delicious. Delicious. Kept me going. I didn't feel hungry like I needed anything else. And that was like at 8 o'clock this morning. So that was good. I pushed the crab video off till tomorrow. Crabbing over there. It's a shorty. You may enjoy it. My aunt always says about, do you clean your beans? What's going on, Magda? How you doing, honey? Glad to see you in the chat. Clean your beans and soak in water. I had an urge to make like Senate Navy bean soup, right? Like they make in the Senate cafeteria or the Senate dining room. God, forgive me, call it a cafeteria. The senator's hair will be standing on that. It's a cafeteria, right? No, it's a dining room. Right? And every day there's Navy bean soup on the agenda. Every single day. So it's going to be interesting, Magda. I'd love to know your thoughts on the diet in America today. And we did all these things like to remove trans fat and all of these things, and then you contrast that with the Mediterranean diet. Do you know what is made in Senate? No, they put that public. Yeah, they do have the recipe. The guy retired from the Senate as a chef, and he was allowed to post his recipes for how he made that bean soup and stuff. Dark beans and rocks. Then you rinse the peel out of the beans. Boil water, salt. Are you blowing the covers off the bed? Because we had, when I think of the French diet, and I think of the Mediterranean diet where you're not allowed to have margarine, you're not allowed to have artificial ingredients and stuff, and you can't use, limited to 4 ingredients in like baguettes and things like that, right? So makes me wonder, Food is so expensive sometimes. It's when you can. I support old-fashioned. That might surprise you, but no, I mean I appreciate the old-fashioned, cooking. That's what I was kind of wondering. But we had this big push here to work on the American diet and remove trans fats, and it just seems like our general health is worse than it's ever been with. Continuing to climb in cases of diabetes, and I know a lot of that has to do with soft drinks. They have whole cities in Mexico City for down in Mexico that have been really physically disabled by the consumption of Coca-Cola. I'm always going to say this, but I swear you have the prettiest. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you, honey. I eat a mostly Mediterranean, dear. How are you tonight? I'm doing good, Lurker. Diet. I would say I use a lot of olive oil in my cooking. Musk and Trump care about themselves. Don't be a boot. You mean a boat? Like Canadian, a boat? Or a boot, right? You see the headline on here. Look, look, man, I'm a satirist, okay? Right? There on the covers like a Chairman Elon, right? Let them eat steak, right? We don't have any sacred cows here, all right? I like things to be wide open. Olive oil is something I always have. Good olive oil. Boy, did the price jump, man. Oh, Naomi, right? Guys make me blush here, right? No, I wouldn't say I'm a bootlicker, Jameson. I wouldn't say I'm a bootlicker at all. I'm a very, very independent person, right? Like I said last night, I see stuff on one side, I see stuff on the other side. Nobody's got a monopoly on virtuousness here, right? I've lost 25 minutes. It's actually a really good diet. It's healthy also, yeah. I see these people lose a lot of weight just eating steak every day, right? I mean, they just literally will eat steak. That's it, right? It's unbelievable. But I'm just saying so much has been poured into studying the American diet. We have politicians. I've never seen you before, Jameson, so you just came in here out of the blue with some trumped up YouTube channel just to start being provocative, that's all. You've never made a comment on any of my stuff. I think you can lose weight and stay fit by cooking your own, eating quality ingredients. The problem is everything you buy has sugar in it. Okay. I'm extremely independent, Jameson. You have to look very far to find something that would qualify me as one side to the other. Okay. I grew up in Baltimore City, which was as staunchly blue and machine politics as you can get. You had to know somebody. Right. I went to the other side during the Reagan years. Right. And then I landed in the middle. All these years I landed in the middle. Right. And I told everybody in this election I didn't vote. Right. Because quite frankly, I was honest with people. I said I didn't like either one of the candidates. Now, how much more middle of the road can you be than that? All right. That's it. I don't need a lot of sugar anyway. Well, I've been here 13 years, Jameson, so you come and say I've followed you a long time, okay? First time you've ever made a comment, so I'm not psychic, right? I'm not here to be contentious with people in the chat. I'm just here to express opinions. Today I thought I would talk about the diet that we have, and now there's a scramble on for people to get back to tallow and things, and I'm wondering if we're going to drop the directive in the Food and Drug Administration to against trans fats and things like that, because we're no demonstrably healthier as a society than we were when trans fats passed out. I think particularly that's like colon cancer and things like that with red meat consumption. But that should be a benefit for people, Magda, because how many people can really afford red meat these days? I'm pulling out steaks from 3 years ago that are in the freezer, right? And having those bad boys and looking longingly at those labels of, $4.99 a pound. when, when did this pass out of existence, right? Now, one thing we don't have a lot of is vegetables and stuff. Once in a while, we'll have peas or something like that. So, hey Zoe, how are you, honey? You're one of my. Even too much fish and salmon can have mercury. How about all this crab I've been eating? Right. Toxic metal buildup. Toxic metals buildup and stuff. I don't really eat too much of what they call the crab butter and all that crap. What's up, Sergeant? I just go for the meat. I'm a lot calmer today. Thank you. You're welcome. We had a good time last night. We were down at the all that crab is not good for you. I'm going to continue blasting away on that stuff. If I eat any fish, yeah. I'm going to keep blasting away on that crab. You believe it. Everyone will be on their own. I don't know. Shimei says, as long as my cell phone works and as long as cars are still on the road, I shall eat. I don't think anything out of moderation, I guess, is not good for you. But I don't eat the viscera of the crab. I just eat the meat. So it's a seafood product. The Pacific here is very pristine. It's very clean. But we have naturally occurring acids, domoic acid, and things like that build up. But they wait till that goes down as it gets cold. Crab butter can be fake. I don't know. Crab butter is just the inside of the shell and the viscera and all that stuff. Once in a while I have a taste of it, but I'm not mad about it, right? Yeah, I don't eat a lot of tuna. I might once a month I might have a tuna sandwich. More audio videos are coming, Ray. Yeah, more coming. We're gonna feature. We're gonna be featuring a one of my favorite little classic. It's almost like a Danish modern tuner. And if you like clean and really stripped down and just nice, this is going to be good. So we got that coming up, Ray. Your opinion on diet soda, Rosie, or what is that? Diet or Coke Zero? I'm drinking. I load up on the Coke Zero, and in wintertime like now, I might have one a day. Today I have one? I don't think I had one today. Summertime, I might have two a day. I like the Coke Zero a lot, right? But I've tried to moderate that. I think Coke Zero is amazing escaping the void. I mean, they really captured the flavor. You remember, I bounced, man. I was on Diet Pepsi. Then I was on Diet 7-Up for years, 5 years. Clean, sparkly Diet 7-Up. And then I got a hold of a Coke Zero, and I came all the way back to Coke Zero again because it tastes so much better than Diet Coke. I just can't drink all of the sugar in full power drinks, right? Less caffeine too. Oh, that's good. Most people choose Pepsi 2-1. All right, there we go. Remember the Pepsi Taste Challenge? Drank a case of Fresca last week. There you go. It's amazing that they still sell that stuff. Sunkist Zero. Yeah, the Sunkissed orange, and there was also like a knee-high orange. I try not to drink soda. Well, you have to be careful, I think, particularly as a woman, because the phosphates in sodas they tend to be bone stripping in nature, right? They tend to reduce the calcium in the body, and women are much more prone to osteoporosis and things like that. I'm doing good, Sergeant. How you doing? Do you drink straight? The hell's that? Black coffee. No, I have a little bit of milk and some Splenda in it. Chocolate cow. Yeah, it's like the old Cloverland dairies. Our brown cows give the whitest milk. I don't even think that you could say that these days on the radio, right? Right. So milk and butter and eggs and cheese, fresh from the farm to you. If you don't own a cow, call Cloverland now. It's North 92222. Bum, 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 bum. That's it. So we have to be PC. I got to be politically correct. We can't talk about the color of cows anymore. Hoodoo Mountain. Ooh. So that Mr. Ray's hair weave. Come down to 2542 North Avenue in Baltimore and get your hair weave today. I think we also had Ray's Afro Hut was the other one too. Yeah, that was the other one. I think that was it. It was the same guy, but he had two different places. Yeah, I saw that cold front's bopping through. It's like, it's merciless, man. It is absolutely merciless how far down this cold wave is dipping into the United States. I don't know how in the hell my friends in Alliance, Ohio are bearing under the this cold wave of like 0 degrees, 5 degrees, 12 degrees. I mean, they're out in a small, what do you call that? Shimei, what do you call it? Tiny home, right? Right. Tiny home. Coming all the way down into South Texas. So, I ran heat a little bit in February, in the middle of January and February, because I just get tired of just being cold, like in the morning. So I judge that to be worth the $75 of gas I spent this month. Let's see. I would give you the biggest hug ever. Why, Zoe? Am I huggable? What's up, Lee? It's snow on the ground since Thanksgiving. Wow. Right, snow on the ground since Thanksgiving. Holy smokes. It's just enough of a mist to be a pain today, that's all, right? But it was nice inside. It maintains about 62 degrees, which is fine. I always have a sweatshirt. And sweatpants on. So it's always pretty comfortable. I like to get up in the morning. First thing is jump in the shower, and that gets me warmed up. And then I get my warm, t-shirt on, and then my champion gear. And I'm all good to go for the day. It's very nice. Let's see. I mean, bag, we didn't get a hug already. Kentucky got some floods. Yeah, I saw that. People died. I mean, I don't know how you die in the flood unless you drive through the water or something. I don't know. video went viral of a Sonoma County deputy that rescued a woman out of her car, was underwater in the creek, right? She drove through the water, and this guy valiantly busted the glass in the back of it and pulled her out of the car, man. So I think a lot of times people see standing water and they don't know really how deep it is, and then they get in trouble. And if you like if you got a Tesla in, right, aren't Teslas like easily shorted in wet conditions, being an all electrical system? If you have one exposed wire or something, right, or you put enough of your engine compartment or whatever underwater, and it's like game over. Die with their children in the car. It's so sad. Yeah. So people just think that water's not going to be that high, but they also discount the current that's coming across there. That's the big thing. Go look at those tsunami videos from March of 2011 in Japan. When you want to see that water just coming in and just rising higher and higher and sweeping boats in and flooding over top of seawalls and boats going up streets and everything. It's crazy, right? Some people don't like it. Well, I'm not going to have an electric vehicle. They'll have to make a hell of a lot of improvement. They have to run that thing on a salt battery or something before I'll do that. Well, the seawall normally works well. It's like a breakwater to calm the water down, but when you're being overtopped by a huge, tsunamis aren't huge waves. They're just, water just continues to rise like 3 meters, 9 feet, right? It just keeps rising. And it just starts picking up everything in its path. And the real danger of the tsunami is objects that are floating are the things that kill people, wooden tree trunks get compressed together, and stuff gets caught on bridges, underpasses, and it just it becomes like a death trap, right? When the road flood, turn around, don't drown. Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Alan? So, right, but here they'll just cowboy right through, and we flood a lot here out in the county here, a lot. Like, I'm sure in Sebastopol, the water is pretty doggone high that you can see over the bridge over there, right? And if we had like 1 or 2 more storms close together, that town would be underwater again, like it was in 2019. Right? All those buildings I walk around, that water was like 3 feet high on the side of them. This morning, I just threw up in the crock pot. Chicken, potatoes, carrots, pearl onions, milk, cream and chicken soup, and ranch seasoning packets. Yeah, so it's good to see you, Alan. I hope you're feeling good today. Thank you. We're having Chairman Musk's Let Them Eat Steak hangout tonight, right? We were just talking about what the hell is this? Having this maybe where the huge wave rises over, when they have to hold their breath as it approaches. Tsunami triggered. Yeah, Alan, we were talking about food and how even though they've removed trans fats from the frying and things like that, really the health hasn't improved of people here. So I wonder, thank you, Jameson. Thank you. I wonder if this is, it's supposed to be a takeoff, Magda, of Chairman Mao, right? Right? I don't have any sacred cows here, Magda. I've told you that before, right? Right. I saw that picture came across my feed today. Thank you, Jameson. I saw that picture come across my feed today, and it reminded me of the pictures I would see when I was in China of Chairman Mao with the sunburst behind him. Right. It's Chairman, like Chairman Mao. Right. It was either that or put a cat there that said Chairman Meow. Right, same kind of thing. And actually, the character for Mao is very close to cat in Chinese. Mao. If you know Chinese, the character for that. I wish it wasn't raining. Look at this, man. How's this weather? Stang Hill. Maybe what happened? I mean, I'm down. No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, Zoe. I mean, dreams are dreams. I've only ever had one recurrent dream in life, and that was when I was in graduate school or something, and I was just like one credit short at the end, and oh shit, right? I'm not going to make it to graduation or whatever. I was just like, oh shoot, I left one thing undone. All right. I don't know. It's a really weird thing, right? I mean, RFK ones could, but a lot of them sit playing video games. How can we change that, Mary? How can we get that changed, right? We're not authoritarian like China. They just, they refuse. If you bring your smartphone to school, you just get it taken away, and you can watch outside as they take a sledgehammer and smash it to pieces. That's it, right? That's it. So, they decided 2 years ago they're just tired of kids' fantasy games and all this goofy shit, and they thought it's like you're making society effeminate or whatever. Yeah, it's raining, Elmer. Right, they were losing their manly qualities. Well, the one-child policy didn't help, right? Because you got all these, cradled male babies that went through life, right? Oh, my baby. Well, it's good. That's because, Lurker, we're missing the virtue of temperance, right? To be able to temper things, right? It's a very masculine virtue due to how close humans are to animals. Yeah, look here, Alan. I think it's probably a mist, right? Hey, Pandar. Listen, to make yourself healthy, and you have to want it. I saw rent in Naked City. It looked very cheap. I'm going in Naked City a lot, and my bottom line is I think that the risk in Naked City's overstated compared to some of the alleys I walk around in downtown Las Vegas. Just for the record, comparing them all. I mean, I love going into Naked City and stuff like that, but yeah, and it kind of gives me the willies sometimes, especially some of the alleys there. Naked City is near the Stratosphere in Las Vegas, behind there. It's like a community of I guess I want to call it slum housing and low cost developments there. Yeah, they were rough. What's spreading around? The color of blue is your color, yeah. I heard the measles are bad in Texas. I heard the barbecue's good. I don't know. I was the last generation that had it all. Measles, mumps, chicken pox, the whole shebang, man. The whole shooting match. I had mumps on both sides. If bird flu will seal the deal, yeah. I've visited the stratosphere, but I'm not paying money to go up on top of it. What I can do instead is I can go to Resort World, ride up the elevator in Crocker Hotel there, and just look out the window at up there, right? Get the same beautiful view. When Mr. Z and I reviewed the opening of the Resort World, said, we got the good views. His own COVID strain, Rosie. Remember when they used to say, I wish they'd hurry up and get the measles or the so they wouldn't have to get it again? Yeah. Remember they had chicken pox and measles parties. They get all the kids in the neighborhood together and just all breathing and slobbering on each other, right? You had mass immunization. You had mass immunity right there. We had everything. It probably made us stronger for it, I don't know. The big one that people feared was polio. That was, when I was a kid, polio was still in full fear of polio. Right? Full fear. And like I told you in Baltimore, we lined up at the public library to get the pink cube of oral polio vaccine, which I just promptly threw up in they had a big wooden barrel there, like if beer was in, and people would just go up and just throw up in it, right? Nino, I watched my father suffer with shingles, and I said to myself, if they ever have a vaccine against simplex, right, I'm going to get it. And sure enough, they developed what's called Shingrix. And it's a 2 vaccine deal. And I got you get one shot, and then you go back like 6 months later and you get your second one. So no, I'm not going to herpes simplex and all that. So I said, if I can avoid, I've gotten every vaccine that you can get. Only this year I didn't get the flu vaccine, so of course I got type A influenza for the first time, and I don't know. I hadn't been in the ER on my own accord for my own issue since 1968. I had all the itching like crazy, scarred with 1 or 2. Yeah, yeah. You need to get that stuff. You need to get the respiratory syncytial virus one too when you're older, because what kills a lot of people is respiratory things, like the Pope's down right now with some kind of bronchitis or something like that, right? So in a hospital. So I don't know, you just got to be careful. I don't know, I think you can only get shingles once. How you doing, Rouge? It's like once you get it, it seems shingles can be dangerous because you can have permanent nerve damage. Yes, it's not good in adults because it's lingering and the effects are very long lasting. Okay. So if you haven't had your shingles vaccines, you want to definitely look into it. You can put the warning up, Shimei and Ronnie, about that. This is not medical advice, and these are just my ideas here. I don't know what he's going to do in there. I had a friend that got more than one. I don't know, Lurker. Can shingles cause sepsis? I don't know what it can cause, Zoe. Yeah, how you doing, Don? I always have to put a disclaimer on because I get people that write YouTube and complain that, it's medical advice is being given out on that. So I like to put a disclaimer. I'd like to put a disclaimer on that. Thank you, not intended as political or medical advice. Exactly. Thank you, Ronnie. Oh, man. So I just tell you what I had. Now I'm going to be starting allergy shots in March when I get back from LA. So I have my EpiPen in case I go into anaphylactic shock. Right. Yeah, if you get a bad case of shingles, it can cause facial nerve damage and things like that. It can be bad and it can be very lingering, and the pain is very intense. It's very localized and it's very intense. I saw my father have that, and I said, man, if I can avoid having that in life, I'm going to be a happy camper. Right. So, nope, no thank you. And I'm sure he had measles as a kid, so. And of course, in his generation, you had to worry about real polio spreading around, so people didn't go to public pools, or people were really, really worried in the 1920s and 30s, and all through World War II. Oh, man. I didn't have this on no filtering here. Here we go. So that was a different era. People were very fearful of polio. I know that Roosevelt in the 1920s used to go up to Campbello up in Canada for vacationing and stuff, and that's when he came down with polio. Word my ass, they had no clue what war looked like. I don't know what you're talking about, Crystalline. Right, so if you got polio, right, I mean, one day you're swimming around, and then in that afternoon you get the chills. You go to bed, and then the next day you can't even walk, right? You can hardly walk, and then by that night you're totally incapacitated, right? That's how terrible polio is. That's the thing I fear most in the world, a resurgence of polio, because a lot of people out here, like in Sonoma County, is one of the most under-vaccinated counties in the United States because of all the stuff about uh, autism and vaccines, and this place just went absolutely crazy. Thank you, Jameson, for your support. Went absolutely crazy, and they just stopped immunizing their kids. And I'm just praying that one of these people doesn't pick up polio from somebody who comes in from a foreign country or something like that, right? I mean, we've had outbreaks of pertussis here, whooping cough, and all that, so, right? That was my first inkling that science was being corrupted. That was the first thing that came along that totally undermined people's faith in science. That was the beginning of it, that right there, that article in Nature magazine. I got DoorDash me some Taco Bell. Hey, Meemaw, what did you get? Because I wouldn't even know what the hell to order at Taco Bell. Right? I think, I don't know, right? Literally in my life, one time Missy Jen, we did a review of Taco Bell. So she ordered in, she went and picked up Taco Bell. Another time during the pandemic, I went through the drive-through and got Taco Bell. Other than that, I've never had Taco Bell. Are you against these attacks on science? Well, I don't know what you mean by attacks on science, but science is certainly being corrupted. It's serving a new master, and that is special interest. Yeah, Missy Jen's doing good. I communicate with her every single day. They have this new dipping burrito. I got the steak one. That's nice. Herpes shot is being scrutinized for contamination now. Every single day, North, without fail. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, she's German, 100% attacks in the sense of the demonization of that. Well, that article really hurt. That article touched off a whole wave of, like, if you look up vaccination statistics for the county of Sonoma here in Marin County, And I remember I was working in the medical clinic at that time, and kids were coming in for school physicals and things like that. And, oh, we need to bring up the they have the hepatitis A vaccination now, and bring up your Hep B, three doses of Hep B. The mother father's hair would stand on end. You got to be kidding me, bro. Right? You're just insulting me here. And so we have one of the lowest immunization rates. Now that started because of that, right? That's what kicked off that whole deal. Bad science, right? To the point that the guy had to retract the article, and he lost his credentials and everything. I mean, and it's been absolutely proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that there's no connection between autism and vaccines. Anybody that knows virology or immunology knows that. Gonorrhea sucks. I don't know, grasshopper. I don't know. God knows there's a lot of it around in America these days, right? Right. Hey, yeah, nice to see you. Meemaw's enjoying the Taco Bell tonight. Meemaw, how nice is that you can just take your phone and order food to come into your house or your apartment, right? Ding dong. It's Uber Eats. It's Grubhub. What's going on? It's chow time. Right. Oh, this is wonderful. Remember they started sealing the bag up because the people that were delivering the food were nipping food out of it. They were taking French fries out of the bags and things. Yeah, hold the white sauce. I don't want that joy juice all over that kind of stuff, right? I mean, man. Memories, man. Yeah, we went through there, and I just thought I paid like $13, and I think I got like two tacos and a drink, and I thought to myself, wow, this is so expensive, right? And I'm not saying that they're Americanized tacos, right? They're Americanized, right? They're not. I can go down to Sebastopol Road and get authentic 13, 14 different food trucks down there, right? All serving real authentic double layer, tacos with the little 3-inch ones. So, right. Fast food is insanely and always has been considering what you get. I guess that's why you like the buffet. Carrie Class says that you can only feel satisfied at a buffet, right? A Buffett. You can only get satisfied at a Warren Buffett sitting down and backing up the truck. Right. That's it. To the point that the Chinese hated to see you coming through the door. I would have drove myself, but White Claws got me first. At a buffet, I can get lots of lean protein and quality vegetables. Okay, thank you, Zoe. I appreciate that. I love steak. Richard Riley, how are you? The album king. Guys, if you like collector albums and somebody that knows music and albums, and I'm asking one of my moderators or both of them to put the link to Richard Riley's channel on there, because he'll feature like progressive jazz and blues and people that are relatively obscure that you've not heard of. And I just think he does a fantastic job of staying very, 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 very focused on that. And I think it's beautiful. How you doing, Catherine? I'm gonna be honest with you, Catherine. I got destroyed. Well, Richard, I really admire what you do, and I listen to the stuff that you put up. Uh, I don't know. You had that good-looking gal on the cover. I can't remember what her name was and stuff. And it introduces you to music that you may not even know about, right? So you can. I would recommend that you guys sub that up. And if you like somebody that really knows music, and does really enjoyable content, and has a very smooth delivery. Richard Riley has a fantastic channel for that. So I think my moderators are going to look that up and find that channel and post a link to that. And you guys could do me a favor, sub up and check out a couple of the videos and see if you. I bet you're going to enjoy it. So I was destroyed. Right, I had a 5-hour meeting for church parish assembly yesterday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Right, and they brought in pizzas for, I remember the Oriole cafeteria. Yeah, they brought in pizzas for lunch, and I don't know if they came from Costco. I don't really know where the hell they came from. They had a vegetarian one, they had a pepperoni and cheese one, and they had I can't even think what the third one was. And I don't really like to eat lunch too much, but I had a piece of this pizza, and it was so salty. So it must not have been from Costco. I don't know. But they put, that sauce was so salty that I had like 2 little pieces. I ended up eating a lot of apple slices and some cutie oranges. Thank you, Ronnie. There is Richard Riley's channel, guys. We have 91 people here. Let's see, 91 people. Go ahead and sub up that channel. And if you like content that's well thought out and it's not, it's not drama oriented and it's just informational and you get to hear some stuff too, then that's a great channel. That is a great channel. No, I don't know who cooked the pizza, but I was going to have pizza last night for dinner, and it just absolutely wrecked me, Catherine. That's what I mean. Right? It'll be another week or two before I can even think about but I could have been a cook and may have not done something. This thing was so salty. It had so much sodium in it that it just, and I didn't want to have to drink 5 gallons of water all afternoon to get rid of that, right? So when I say I was wrecked on pizza yesterday, that was it. Absolutely wrecked me on the idea of having pizza last night. Because the stuff I use is not that salty. I don't use a ton of cheese. My sauce isn't salty. Has a little bit of salt in it. The dough doesn't have salt in it. The pepperonis have sodium in it, but we're talking about a whole 16-inch pizza might have 10 pepperonis on it. Right. We don't have a copy of Sam's Club. I was wondering if it's hard to put Bluetooth on a Pioneer stereo system. I don't think it is. I think if you go to David, if you go to Audio Karma and you join, it doesn't cost anything, and they have discussion groups of retrofitting modern things like Bluetooth to vintage audio. They can tell you exactly, hey Nick, they can tell you exactly the thing to put on that to be able to use Bluetooth on that. But remember, with analog stuff, right, that really can't change. It's an analog tuner. It's a mechanical tuner, right? It's got a tuner dial or a tuner knob. So it's, it depends what you want to try to do with Bluetooth. If you just want to Bluetooth to some other speaker somewhere, you can probably do that, but you probably aren't going to be able to adjust any of the settings on it. All right. Well, you're not modifying it. You're just attaching it to the back as if it was, an output. That's all, right? And that's it. As if it's gone to something else, right? You're not opening up on the internals, and I would never do that. So, but there are people that run Bluetooth off of vintage stuff, right? As Google says, there's an app for that. Pizza Palace, York Road, awesome after you drain off the grease. That's what I said, Lee, about what was the one on Falls Road down in Hamden? I can't remember the name of it. Man, that thing was just an oil slick, but it tasted so damn good. What's the name of it? You know what it is. You know what it's called. Yeah, it's not Alonzo's. Alonzo's was on Cold Spring Lane. Bellaroma, that was it. Bellaroma on Falls Road. I don't even know if they're still in business. Right, Bellaroma. Right down in Hamden, man. I'm going to go down and get a pizza down Bellaroma. Get that pizza, man. I'm going to get pronies on it and shrooms. And then we're going to go see a movie down there. Only a real soy boy modifies his radio. Shit. Soy Boys Incorporated. But like I was saying at the opening, I kind of get the sense that they're going to remove this prohibition against using, removing trans fats, right? I think that tallow is going to be put back into the food chain. If nothing else, it's going to give a major boost to, because let's face it, French fries are the weakest link in the whole fast food thing, right? Most of them are terrible. I wouldn't give a nickel for the fries at In-N-Out. I guess just reflexively, I order trans fat hardens the arteries. Does it really? Right? Does it really? You know, in an age when we have Lipitor and all these lipid fighting things, not intended as medical advice. I would argue it's probably healthier for you, and if some other cause was leading to that. I wanted to ask you, well, it's always been two genders, Magda, right? It was only in the last 20 years that, all of science began to be corrupted and undermined. It's postmodernism. Things are what I say they are because that's the way I want them to be. So there's your answer. Obviously, it's male and female, right? Nobody I know that's trans claims themselves to be a woman. They call themselves a trans woman. All right. That's the way I feel about it. So we'll see what happens at FDA and all of these places. I don't know who's going to be heading up the Department of Agriculture. Right. Let's see. I understand that, but if some people are trans, why are there so many attacks on enemy or adults, not children? I think the reason that it became so much attack because it went from being what you are to being something that you advocate for. And when they started putting gender studies into classrooms of kindergarten and things like that, and having like it's only they always take the specific case, but a drag queen reading to children in kindergarten and stuff, it starts to affect young people. Young people are very impressionable, right? So when it moved over to the advocacy part of it, and it became more strident, and then you had trans women competing with women in sports and things like that, and upending all the statistics and things like that, I believe that's when that started to really change people's minds on things, right? That all of a sudden it was biological males that were setting the political agenda of who could go into female spaces. Think about that, right? Right? Talk about incursion into feminine female space, right? Right. So that alarmed people when that happened. It's like, hey, these are males exerting more of their authority and claiming more of the female domain, and that hit some people the wrong way, right? That's my thought on why that happened. If you asked me, and I told you, because it became far different than it was like 20 years ago. But it is what it is. So, yeah, gender studies were, God was taken out of the classroom, and gender studies and equity studies and all that started to move in. Kids started to be pitted against their parents, and you couldn't talk to a parent about the issues. The school would, it became very Marxist. No, I don't need a drink right now. I'm fine. I just had my coffee, so I don't think people like the rise of Marxism. So, should God have ever been in the classroom? Well, the Constitution doesn't say separation of church and state. If you look at it. It says the Congress shall not establish a state religion. So, it's something that people have pulled the Constitution in that sort of way. Hey, should it be there? We need some kind of ethical thing. Where are kids supposed to get their ethics from? The society? Right? You get your ethics from something that's greater than you are, right? Something above you that you aspire to, that lifts you up out of your depraved human condition to be better than you are, right? Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Magda. I don't have the say over it, but you asked me about it. So I said, if the court decides, the court decides, right? I mean, I'm nobody. I'm nobody. I mean, I just live here. That's all. Right? Obviously, cases were presented, and that was it. Right? So, where are kids supposed to get their values today? Right? How many, I mean, it's a long rat hole to go down to, but that's my answer to you. So, yeah, I mind my own beeswax. I don't foist my stuff on other people. But if somebody asks me, I tell them what I think about what happened. How was that? Is that fan? Fan. Yeah, the Kardashians. I mean, it's just, you wonder why society's so disordered today. You have to have something greater than you to aspire to, that pulls you out of your fallen nature. And if you don't have that, then it's impossible, right? Because your values are different than this guy's values, are different than this guy's values, different than that person, and we just have competing values, and that just tears society to pieces. Right? It's interesting that the Ten Commandments are the only thing that's in the existence of humanity. It was never voted on. It never had a consensus, and it was never a democracy. And yet it safely shepherded civilization forward for a hell of a lot of years, right? And in the 1960s, once we started tossing that aside, we started becoming a very pagan Marxist nation. So we're just harvesting the fruits of that now. Smash and grab robberies, school shootings, dumb kids, physically weakened species. I mean, you can just go down. Dangerous classrooms, wanton disregard for laws, and people speed around neighborhoods now and could give a shit. It's a very self-centered sort of me. We've lost that gift of that virtue of charity. In other words, willingly surrendering our will to the will of somebody else for a better society. Let's see. Move to China, Russia. Uh-oh. The Kardashians. I was reading about, somebody sent me something. I got something today about Kris Jenner. I guess she's still Kris Jenner. I don't know. And somebody asked the question, does Kim Kardashian, does she go to church or something like that? And somebody said, yes, she gives 10% of her income to the church. And it went down, and the person said, what church does she attend? And the answer was, her mother set up a church. I thought, man, this is like perfect recycling, right? I mean, her mother established what's her name? I don't know. Kim Kardashian's mother, Kim, right, established a church. And I thought, wow, boo, man. I thought, hey, man, if that's not a business-minded work, then correct me, man. I could never match that woman's mind in a million years. She's got shit figured out 100 ways to Sunday, right? Right. And I thought that was, well, they live up in Hidden Hills, which is a it's a gated community up there. That's fine. I don't have any issue with it. But I just thought that was funny, right? And I thought, wow, this family's got it all covered. Not a dime's leaving. They probably have their own grocery stores and gas stations and everything else. Oh, that's wonderful. That's good. That's amazing, Cosmic Country. Good for you. Good for you. I like to hear success stories. So, yeah, I'm just saying, Naomi. I'm just saying. I thought that was a hoot. I was like, oh well, okay. Well, I can set up my own church, right? And you guys can tithe to me, and we'll be all right. Now, let me also hasten to add that I'm sure the family's very charitable too, but they don't have to go announcing what they do for people and all that. And that's great. That's fantastic. That's good. I like that. Oh, man. So I thought, wow, this family is just, this woman's business brain is unbelievable, right? I wonder what she voted. Let the chat say, did she vote for Harris or did she vote for Trump? What do you guys think? No, I'm not a success grasshopper. I'm just saying, it depends how you define success. Am I happy? If success is happiness, I'm successful, right? But I've never been a money motivated person. Oftentimes that's worked against me in life. I'd rather just, money just never moved my needle, right? Friends and good times always move my needle. I think I've been recognized. I'm getting pointed at. And random and put somewhere not. And Magda. I love Magda. I can't imagine this chat without Magda, right? I like the way Magda's brain works. That's why I love this chat. We're so even-handed here. We're so, people ask you a question, you answer it, right? We're not out here proselytizing or teaching or anything like that. Oh, man. What did move your compass, Rosie? What did? That's a really good question. Variety always moved my compass. Always getting into something new. That's what I've always loved. I think it's because I'm on a cusp of like Cancer and Gemini that I just, you have three in one. Like instead of search 2 minutes in one, you get 3 minutes in one, right? So I'm interested in everything. I think that's what moves my needle. Thank you, Owen, for contributing to the conversation. I appreciate it. Let Owen stay. It doesn't matter. I'm 3 minutes in run. I got my ass beat for it. My grandma. This is one of these guys only that's like an 80-year-old guy but pretends to be a kid. So don't kick him out. Right, it's one of those people that's right, has a fixation with people with kids and stuff. So the whole life revolves around it. Very limited vocabulary, exactly. But this is the state of society today: illiterate, ill-informed, ill health, the whole rundown, the whole shebang. I feel like white they won't only be taught the kids, but I don't think it's Christian nationalism which is hated. I think it's Christian values that are hated today. Do you think anyone will ever be happy with anything? Not anymore in this nation. You're not 15, bro. You're 75 years old. I saw you on the other chat. Okay, where you claim to be an old man in a nursing home and nobody would change your diaper. Right. We can only have so many iterations of this game. So make sure he stays in the chat because I'm protected by YouTube because my chat doesn't go out to under 18. So if somebody is in here that age, then I'm protected by YouTube. So, yeah. This guy's like leering at the... It's frightening. If I intend to kick someone, but I can't bring them back with my... it's fine, Ronnie. It doesn't matter, You have the power as a moderator. Just when we're in vertical streams, it's okay. You get these incels that are living in mom's basement to come in and spin their stupid stories and stuff. So... Christians are not true. Well, I would definitely agree with that, Magda. Absolutely, positively, honey. 100%. The number of true Christians today are exceedingly rare. Are you kidding me? All right. I am with you 1,100%. I want to see Elon Musk go up before Congress and answer questions about what he's doing. Well, if his position is subordinate to whoever let's just say the cabinet secretary for the Department of Defense, you don't have to bring underlings in for questioning into Congress, right? Because that person's already been confirmed as like the cabinet secretary for the Department of Defense. So he's allowed at that point to bring in whomever he wants to do the job. You might give me $1 million. Yeah. I'm gonna have to dig my laptop. shit. Ronnie's like, oh man, these vertical streams, I gotta really stay after it on here. Right. We try to give a lot more leeway on vertical streams here, so it's very entertaining when we have that. But I would definitely agree with you, Magda. You know, it used to be that people wanted to shape themselves in God's image. Now they want God to shape themselves in in humanity's image. Right. So anything goes today in terms of subjective morale. Anything goes. As long as you say you love God, and then it's all good. So it's lost the backbone of self-mortification and discipline and sacrifice, and right. It's become very effeminate. Yeah, don't tell people what to think, right? It's useless. Right. You educate people to the extent that you can, and then they have to guide their own selves forward, right? But we live in an age where information is biased, so it's hard to even get true facts anymore, right? Yeah. Let's see. That's a bad thing. They tell what to think, and they call a lot of things out they don't want people to see. Well, journalism died 20 years ago in this nation. I mean, that's the end of that, right? How many people want to be a journalist today? Everybody wants to be an influencer. Everybody's thinking about influence. I got to influence people. How many people can be objective enough to report facts now without shaping? It really started with Dan Rather, right? And then he got caught out, and then now CBS has had the stuff with Kamala Harris, and now the owner of that, I don't know what the hell her name is, Redstone, whatever the hell, or Diller, Phyllis Diller, or whatever. Right. She wants to settle this lawsuit, right? And the people at CBS are beside themselves. It's like you'll just undermine people's trust in journalism forever. What little bit is left or whatever. Redstone, what the hell is her name? Yeah, Phyllis Diller. I don't know what who's the woman. It's her husband died, and she's taken over as chairwoman of CBS or something. I don't know what the hell that media conglomerate. Right. Funny. Oh man. So we've passed the age of journalism. Now we're in the age of influencers. Who can persuade people the most? Right. I mean, are newspapers even worth reading today? To me, there's two newspapers left in the world that are worth reading: the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal. That's it. And the Financial Times in London, the South China Morning Post. Other than those four papers, it's just it's a wasteland. Everybody just copies and pastes the same wire stories. Can't afford local reporters, so it's just bullshit. The same as on enough English courses. What's up? Hey, there we go. I love this one. It's Mom's Basement Dweller. This is the greatest new. This is the greatest new channel that has showed up in this chat. Mom's Basement Dweller. That's. I love that, man. I absolutely love that. I love it. Oh man. Uh, uh, I love it. Let's see. Word from Italy. Cannabelli is outstanding. Is that a kind of meat or something? I don't know. We are with lesbian dance theory degrees. That's a great channel, Mom's Basement Dweller. Man, I love that. Oh, Carnival. Okay. I want to start testing Italian meats, like Italian cold cuts and stuff like that. What if you bought a van and build it out and flip it for profit? I did that with one RV, one Class A RV, one camper van. I was talking about that today. I already flipped two for quick profit. If I get another one, I want to use it for travel and stuff. But I want it to be a Rialta. But the Rialtors are $20,000-$30,000, so that ain't gonna happen. Right. Yeah, Mom's new today. It's okay, Ronnie. I like that. Mom's Basement Dweller. uh, half American and half Polish. That's cool. I grew up in Baltimore. We had a huge Polish community. Hey, Olivia, how are you? That's funny. Mom bought the McDonald's today. Shit, I'm doing good, Olivia. Look, I'm Alsatian, Austrian, French, English, Irish, and German. There's nothing more Muttley than that. Okay, nothing more Muttley than that. Yeah, but they're getting good stuff out of it, MJ. That's the difference. Hence, you're here. Which I'm very appreciative that you show up all the time. Thank you. And let's get a big thumbs up tonight, guys. Let's ram that thumbs up button. In a few hours, she has to be. You have to be careful. You have to be careful. You have to be careful coming up the steps, right? That you don't get hit with the laundry that's being thrown down the steps for laundry day, right? You would have to refresh your side, Zoe, to see it moved. So, but I appreciate that. Yeah, you double tap the screen to give a thumbs up on here. So, yeah, I enjoy it, right? I don't think the Mom's Basement thing ever gets old. I think it's one of those iconic images that is going to be around as long as there's an internet and as long as there's social media. Right? It's going to be around. My new boyfriend has to have an RV to take hubby and I camping. There we go. Yeah. That's it. I like the way Catherine enjoys life. Good coffee, good food, great family. The whole shebang. Nice cozy home, everything. Pet peeve, my lawn with people that are overdone. actually, a lot of people tell me to use it more on here, right? They love it so much. I have a diaper rash, should she be concerned. As long as she's not feeding you with the slingshot, basement dweller, you're all good. You're all good. That's funny. Well, I wish it wasn't raining, guys. Terrible. Terrible today. Wasn't supposed to be. Boy, there's a lot of Subarus around here. That's considered the number one car build now is Subaru. Most dependable car is now Subaru. Amazingly. Do I dig that girl? I live in a one-room studio. I switch that for an RV anytime or caravan, but I can't bloody drive. I wouldn't give up a studio, man. I wouldn't give up that. Where I live, it's all you see is Subarus. That's all I see. I just see more and more and more Subarus here. We have snow and it's basically 20 degrees outside right now. We have, yeah, I was going to say it's been a hell of a cold winter this winter. So I haven't heard Greta Thunberg say anything. So, oh, that's right. She's at the Palestine rally. I forgot. My mistake. All right. Are stereotypical. I'm not sure, but if it's dependable. Right. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot Daniel. Yeah. Right. Like I miss Greta on the UN Climate Commission, right? And then I get people they'll send me these long emails tomorrow. You're awful. This girl is out there putting it on the line every day, traveling first class and business class, right? On the airlines. She's polluting more on one trip than I do for a whole year, right? On the once she took a sailboat or something, some big dramatic, sailed over to something. Magda, don't get upset. Greta's fine. She's made her mark on the world, but she's running out of steam on the climate thing, so she's shifting gears to Palestine. That's all I'm saying. Right. That's what I meant. Oh yeah, silly me. I forgot that. Right. We're on a New Deal now. I don't support Greta ever since she started probably getting herself arrested for attention. Yeah, because once you're in the spotlight, you just crave that so much. It was like, I compare it to like a child star, like Dina Durbin, right? She was the big competitor to Shirley Temple, right? And you guys have probably never even heard of Deanna Durbin today, right? But once you pass out of that cute child phase and stuff, then, and, right, then nobody wants, you're just not, you just can't be packaged properly anymore for a story, so. Right, oh, man, I just got to move, Rosa, with Deanna Durbin, and I just got to, that's good. Right. I mean, she got surpassed by Shirley Temple, right? And that was it. And she just faded from the scene, right? It's kind of like Clarence Lumpy Rutherford, right? He just stopped being cute and just became a gelatinous blob. I mean, that was the end of it. That was it. So I don't got anything against Greta, right? I mean, she's out there, she banged her drum. A lot of people did a lot of stuff for climate and stuff like that. And, so I can't fault her for that. She brought a lot of attention to climate issues. Faded, yeah. Hey, Cindy. So anybody that can make that significant a mark on society, right? God love her, right? But Jen's doing fine. She is just the kind of person that had to shift gears to be arrested at protests and things like that, and, purposely, right? Uh, she's one of those people that's annoying. You would have somebody come in to give a lecture at Oxford Hall over there, and she's the kind of person that would glue her hand to the floor of the. I mean, you can't have open dialogue and discussion anymore. It's all this militant divine individualism now. It's my way or the highway, right? Right. So, was Linda Tripp good looking? Just inquiring minds want to know. I can't remember. Right. So I don't know. A lot of people like Subarus here, but a lot of people like what are those squat little cars? I don't know what the hell the name. I don't know what they are. All right. Linda put a microphone in her bra and taped her good friend Monica talk about Clinton. Oh, okay. Something out of like Sopranos or something like that. My way or the highway. And now the end is near. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ooh. Greta. The other thing is that, unfortunately, she didn't get any taller. So it's just, it's, the way directors and people are, it's not a good optic, right? It's like, where is she? Tell her to stand up. Oh, she is standing up. Oh, shit. Okay. Right. Right. Mary also says Linda Tripp was a trip, yeah. I don't have to answer you, Skylar, because you asked the same question last time you were here. So go back and refer to your notes. I enjoyed her portrayal by Sarah Waters. Ellen DeGeneres got trashed for sitting next to Bush at the game. I thought that was a bit much, really, right? I don't know. The neighbors are all up in arms about her property over there in the UK, right? Zoe probably has more insight into that. I don't know. Is some kind of encroachment issue, or they wanted to put up a chicken coop, or I don't know what the hell it was, right? What was the dealio on that? I don't know. Something about the really nice place in the Cotswolds or something, right? Really fashionable area there. Anybody know what that's about? What's up, Crow? How you doing? Yeah, there's an area called Cotswold over in England, and I think maybe they wanted to expand the property or something, and people worried about the runoff or the change of landscape or something, or views or something. I don't know what the hell it was. Right. So I hope that she hasn't worn out her welcome over there. I hope not. I think the UK would be a little stormy for me to live there, right? It just doesn't get warm enough in summertime, and it just seems like very misty and rainy in wintertime and everything. I don't know. This guy gave up on parking here. No, I guess we're going to back in. There we go. Oh, guy's good. He's going to slide her right in there. Slide her right in. Okay, take care, Catherine. Good to see you. Yeah, it'd be like a region in southwest, northwest of London. Is it like a fancy dancy area? These robbing stores with eggs, right? Right. Right. It's cold here in Kingman, Arizona when the sun. Yeah, anywhere that you have low humidity, right? I bet people think us. No, they just think somebody's waiting for an order to pick up at the right for Grubhub or Uber Eats or something. They think you're just waiting here for your order to be ready because there's a lot of people that carry food from around here, around the area. So, good evening, EJ. Let's not forget about BlackBerry. I guess some people still use a BlackBerry. No, I'm not going on any trips till next week. It's a new series on Amazon, a good series called The Reagans. Yeah, I don't know. I have YouTube. I'm part of Naomi's family. I'm part of the Familia Garza. So whatever that gets me. I still think Ronald Reagan's 1964 speech was one of the greatest ones I ever heard in front of the Republican National Committee or whatever. It was amazing. Same thing with Paul Harvey's 1965 radio thing about the future of America. Every damn thing that he predicted came through. Absolutely amazing. Paul Harvey, News and Commentary, brought to you by True Value Hardware. In every neighborhood, you'll find the True Value man. Now, Paul Harvey News. Hello, Americans. Stand by for news. I love that. Yep, now you know the rest of the story. What a great radio. Yeah, good day. That was great. That's it, Naomi. I should have been a radio announcer, right? But the problem is I like the commercials better than the programming. All right. I even enjoyed Ronald Reagan's acting. He was just very, very smooth, what the Chinese would call hua cho, a very smooth ball on screen, Nothing jagged or shocking, right? It's holding up well, Sky Laura. Thank you. Make a collar shirt hoodie tomorrow. What the hell does that mean? Make a collar shirt. Make a collar shirt. What, like with finger paintings or something? Yeah, Art Bell, east of the Mississippi. Call 1-800-246-3424. In the Rockies, 1-800-992-2463. East of the Mississippi. And then I went out to Art Bell's house in Pahrump. Uh, yeah, it's like the GPS didn't even function in that area. It was so weird, right? Right? It was so weird, right? And there's nobody around. Like, which one is the house? And then I see all these antennas up, right? Uh, yeah, I got that on the family approved. The collared shirt suits you better bring it. Yeah, Zoe, but I just, you know, I just grab what I grab in the morning, honey. I'm not here to be a fashion plate. At my age, I could give a you know what, right? Right. I don't care, right? As long as I put comfort before fashion. But I am known to be an icon of the fashion world, so right. It's hard to be a trendsetter these days. I was young when Reagan was in, but oh man, it was great, right? Oh man, I didn't care for George Bush Jr. I didn't like him. I like Clinton, right? I didn't care about Obama one way or the other. Yeah, so I've always been very independently minded of who I liked and who I didn't like. You know, my best years were under Clinton. How y'all doing? What time's the party start? I want to wish everybody have a good time tonight. The president you most want to party with, two of them, Bill Clinton and Warren G. Harding, right? Poker, liquor, right? All that in the back, good old boys, cigars, and all that. That's it. Yes, Clinton was very charismatic. Oh man. Oh man. I wasn't too much on Nancy Reagan. She was kind of dry cotton to me. I mean, I didn't, right. Her hairdo always looked at her proportion to her body, right? I don't know. I don't know. Right. Since we're talking fashion tonight. What's going on, Callie Mo? What's going on, honey? Sounds like the flu is raging around me here. That's one way I'm glad I already had my flu bat. Oh, but you can still get type B influenza. Thank you. Thank you. The type A is raging around the area here. Raging. Shimei, is it raging on the main streets of Lawrenceville, New Jersey? Uh, TV talking about the Challenger. My favorite Reagan memory was him at the window of the hospital and his press secretary, right? I can't remember the guy's name, giving the thumbs up after being shot and put in a wheelchair, and Reagan giving the thumbs up at the window and right at the hospital and stuff. No, I'm not getting any chickens for the Rancho. Man, I'm surrounded by mega trucks here. Here comes another one of these big Dodge Rams. Right? He's parking on that side. Okay. I thought I was going to be walled in here, like the Kowloon walled city. I do love black. I do love cars that are black. And I like black clothing. Everybody always looks sharp in black. Let's see, psychic on policy. Yeah, it was. I can't remember what the guy's name was. He was shot in that assassination attempt. It'll come to me later. Yeah, Brady, Jim Brady, James Brady. Thank you, Crow. Yeah, what a miserable way. Same as George Wallace being shot in Maryland, right? Ends up in a wheelchair. Yeah, the Brady bill. I think that was deemed unconstitutional. Under the heading, the right to bear arms shall not be infringed. Uh, wouldn't be prudent. Raise taxes. Talking to Barbara last night. Can't do it. Can't raise taxes. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. uh, Bush Senior, man. Like Bush, I was never. I appreciated his father. I thought was a genuine old school American. Went to war, flyer in the Army Air Corps, right? Served his country proudly and with distinction, and then went on to politics. He's just a good, decent person, right? He's just a good, decent person. Him and his wife Barbara, just decent people, right? Just decent. Decent. Yeah, Melania Trump is something, man. I couldn't believe her age, right? It's like high stepping, man. Yeah, Junior, I did not care for. I thought he portrayed toughness when it wasn't really in him. I guess I mean, he played to the gallery a little too much, right? Well, Obama had a lot of charisma, right? Yeah, Laura Bush was attractive. Obama had a lot of charisma. He smiled. He had a good time. He's a guy that you could just roll up your sleeves and have a beer with. The best first lady who had Rosie might have been. Yeah, they didn't care. She was very accomplished. Eleanor Roosevelt. She had to put up with a philandering husband. She carved out her own niche. She expanded what a first lady could do. She wrote a column called My Day. She was, because the president was incapacitated in a wheelchair and unable to really travel, he sent her out during the Great Depression to bring back and collect information for how are things going, what do we need, what are people saying. I mean, she was the eyes and ears of the president, right? Mary Lincoln. I think Grace Coolidge was considered the most attractive first lady, but there's not really a good portrait of her, right? But Eleanor Roosevelt was amazingly accomplished. She went on to work. She was an ambassador for the United Nations, and she was tremendous, man. She was absolutely tremendous. She helped get the March of Dimes off the ground, and she's just an amazing person. Amazing. She really held her dignity. people were much more restrained back then. They were much more careful of people's feelings and careful about images and putting their best foot forward for society. The Lincolns. Mary Lincoln was something, man, right? Oh, wow. Mary Lincoln I don't know. She married Lincoln and then sort of disliked him, right? As they always called him a hillbilly and hobo because she was from genteel Kentucky society and did not cotton to the president looking like a hobo. Couldn't you get better friends, Mr. President? Ooh, and I just don't like it when General Grant comes a calling and all muddy and boots and a lot of tragedy in the White House. One son fell out the window. The other one died of typhoid. I mean, they were terrible. That woman just went insane because of all the tragedy that hit her. She ended up being institutionalized and then had to beg to get a pension. She just had a different idea of Washington society, but you know, Lincoln was fighting a war, and she wanted DC society, right? She wanted that aspect of it. Man, I love Calvin Coolidge. He never said a word, man. I told you the story. He was at a dinner party one time, and some woman said to him, "Mr. President, I'll bet I can get you to say more than 2 words." And his answer was, "You lose." I thought that's it. Silent Cal. The business of America is business. That was it. Right? uh, The business of America is business. Calvin Coolidge. He called Herbert Hoover Wonder Boy. Yeah, Calvin Coolidge. One of those chill presidents like McKinley, Coolidge. He's always going to go into a bar and a little fist fight didn't hurt anybody, yeah. You called him Wonder Boy. A chicken in every pot. Lincoln's first love died, right? I mean, he was head over here. I can't remember what her name was, but it really made him a very, very dour person, right? Very spiritually, he was wrecked. And of course, the old lady liked to deal in spirits and seances and all this shit, and right, have all these, all these fortune tellers come in and communicate with the dead. Oh man. Wasn't really even spiritualism because Lincoln wasn't really a churchgoer, but he was a decent person. All right, take care. Thanks for coming in. It said it just like Jesus said, a house divided against itself cannot stand. It's as true today as it was when Lincoln said it and when Jesus Christ said it. All right, for me, it's steak time, guys. We're going to get some onions, some mushrooms, some steak, a little bit of beer, Sunday night, raining. Oh, brother. After Lincoln was shot, and well, when he was elected, he picked Johnson to be his vice president, like Andrew Johnson. First time and last time in history they ever crossed party lines to, president of one party and vice president of another. And Andrew Johnson went to give his inaugural address as vice president, and the guy was so drunk, nobody even bothered to record. Nobody even bothered to record the speech, right? To write it down. And that's when people said, "Oh, Houston, we got a problem here." Actually, his wife taught him to read and write. He never really went to school. I think he went to sixth, didn't he? I don't think he went to school at all. But after he got, just barely, he got impeached, but he didn't get voted out. He ended up running for Senate again, and I think he won, and then he died or something. So they loved him in Tennessee. Very interesting president. And the party of Lincoln just couldn't stand this guy. They wanted his ass out of there. Look at those clouds, man. We got to clear up this weather. Yeah, there's no doubt the world would have been a lot different if Lincoln had lived, that's for sure, and Reconstruction had come in the right way. The Drive of Doom. Man, it's weird. One day the Metote food court is open, the next day it's closed. These people are like, it's getting schizophrenic here. It's either close it or don't. All right, tomorrow is El Presidente Day. Dia de los Presidentes. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Elmer, have some bratwurst for breakfast over there in Germany, in Deutschland. I'm gonna wait for it to stop raining so I can hang up the banner. All right, all right. Oh man. I think we'll leave her. I guess we'll take the jacket in. It stinks like anchovies. Why not? Stink up the joint, something awful. Yeah, that's nice, Shimei. You finally get a day off. Ooh. Oh no. I see your food in the bowl from here, you nut. All right. I got to renew the tags. Do. You're a grand old flag. Do. Ba ba boo 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 boo. You're a grand old flag. nuts. Let's have a beer. We got our PG and F bill. Let's see. Wow, $148 for electricity. Right. And $75 for gas. But I was more comfortable. Let's get this set up here. Hey, what's going on, Josh? If I missed anybody, hey, June, how you doing, babe? Let me get this on here. Man. Yeah, I used a little bit of gas last month and a little bit of the heaters, so sue me, right? Let's see. Let's get this on here. Let them eat steak. That's it, man. There's Elon. Guy's kind of, I don't know. Let's hit that thumbs up button, guy. Hey, Andre, how are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. How's everything in Brazil? Brazil. Hey, Andre, how are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. How's everything in Brazil? Brazil. Hey, Andre, how are you? All right, get that feedback loop done. All right. Yeah, we got a renew for the DMV. $198. I guess this is for the van. I don't know. How is it? It would have to be the van. That's all I got, right? Oh yeah, it's the Ram. Yeah. Man, this state. All right. Let me get a beer. Yeah, it's great to see you, Andre. Where have you been? You been at Carnival? No, Carnival's coming up, right? Right. Where all the girls will be shaking it, going down the streets, right? Yeah, the Rascal. Last night was interesting. We got that cognac, and I have to say, I really thought all last night and this morning. I was thinking to myself, you know, it's. Thank you, Philip. Thank you. I was thinking to myself, it's been a long time since somebody sold me something, right? It used a little bit of salesmanship on me. And I thought that gal in that store was excellent. You guys probably couldn't have heard it, but the signal was weak. I go in there and, you know, I want to get the Courvoisier VSOP cognac, right? And, you know, the guy's working in the aisle. He calls her over. She says, "Oh, I hear you want to get some cognac, right?" Yeah, I'm like, "Yeah, I want to get some Courvoisier." And she said, I want to show you something over here, right? I want you to see this thing, this Riviere or whatever, won the gold medal for the international competition for cognac tasting. You might want to try this, right? And it's nice. Thank you again, Philip. Right? She told me, yeah, Carnival, man. Carnival, how about that? So she sold me on that. Oh, you heard it? So I thought to myself, wow, somebody's actually working to upcharge, you know, to get me to, right, to buy. And I admired that. I felt really, really good about that, right? because it's been a long time. And there was somebody that really took an interest in where they worked. They weren't just punching the clock. They were, it's like she was probably the manager of the store or something. Right? Pretty cool. Right? $223. Are you sending me something, Elmer, or what? Are you teasing me? Yeah, I'm appreciative of that. Thank you, Philip. I don't know what it is in the U.S., but I appreciate it. It's steak night tonight, Ramsey. Wow, it's still a bit of light in the sky at 6:20. So we've already gained like 2 hours of, well, not a lot of light, a little bit. June, it's going to get cold tomorrow, right? That was like the greatest liquor store I've seen. Right. Even better than Mr. Lee's in Las Vegas. I mean, that thing had everything in it. So I got all the beer in, put away. No, I don't burn my steaks, Rams. You could learn a little something, by the way. Another bloody pensioner. Doesn't Ramsey have a new show coming on or something? Yeah, that area is pretty bad for the signal. My parking is full of water. I hope it doesn't freeze tomorrow, June. Quaker Oat pancake mix elevated to highest FDA level due to risk of death. Quaker Oats has a pancake mix? Wow. Mom said to help her with the electricity, but there's Mom's basement dweller. I love that. That's right up there with gelatinous blob as a great YouTube name. Man, I really miss gelatinous blob. Wow. You can have a steak if you don't cook it. Honey, I don't ever rush my dinner. You know, I usually eat around 8 o'clock or so. I like to have a beer and just relax. It's Sunday. It's a day of rest. I don't really engage in menial activities and work. So it's just take it easy. Oh, those hands, man. Yeah, I didn't know about a pancake mix. What is that, the combination to your school locker, Elmer? 148 plus 75 equals 223. I was wondering how much it was in US. Is it $2.23? I don't know. Yeah, you might not be able to move your car tomorrow, right? Oh, man. I don't miss that cold. I looked at Alliance, Ohio. It's going to be 5 degrees. And the wind is just blowing all week, no less than 15 miles an hour. I mean, that's a recipe for disease in your house. You just can't leave, right? They'll cut you up to your mom's basement dweller. They'll track you down, dude. I might find an online girlfriend. You two can't ever visit each other, though, right? That's some funny shit right there. All right, let's get a few dishes put away here. Oh man, that's funny. Oh man. Bread there. I probably should refrigerate that. Let's see. Cold beer here, cold beer. Get your cold beer. I've got our oranges from the Rancho garden. We talk about good health, right? You just go right outside and pick up the oranges you want. Martha Stewart would say it's a good thing. Right. Who doesn't like Martha? Right. Ooh. Okay, let's see. We got a couple more dishes to put away. I guess we'll throw a potato in the microwave. This dish rack we rescued from the street has really been working out well. Alright, it's looking good. Let's grab a cold one. Oh man. Alright, there we go. Snow, 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 snow. Whatever, Ron. I'm extremely stressed out. Oh. Yeah, Ronnie's got to put up with that cold weather, man. Yeah, I don't like wind. Wind is just it's just a killer for me. Absolute killer. Oh, man. Wait till you get a kaleidoscope headache one day. They're fun. They're a blast. I wonder where Amanda Hugginkiss is tonight. Yeah, you get a circle that has little triangles like little prisms on it, like the rainbow, right? It starts to grow and it forms the full circle, and then it just sort of goes away, right? Boy, that's a barn burner when you have the first one of them. It's like, what the hell is that? right. You get hit with this sudden, intense, short headache, and then the prismatic circle starts to build, and it's really weird. And I go to see the doctor, and he's like, ooh, you know, it's a LWT. You know, what do you know? The LWI, live with it. That's it. We don't know what it is, but nobody ever died of it, so it's all right. Shit. Mom's basement dweller. I don't even have a basement, man. I have a crawl space, and to my knowledge, nobody's really living down there, so. Migraine with R, it's called, exactly. So, and it builds in both eyes, right? It's always kind of on the side, right? Yeah, they last about a half hour or so. Yeah, I haven't had one in quite a while. I don't know what it is. They tend to come more in summer. You know, when I'm looking too close at the screen on the chat, yeah, the migraines can be bad. They can be pretty bad. Let's get this over here. They can be pretty bad. Let's make sure we're wide angle here. I guess that is, I don't know. All right. Okay. Should really warm us up a bit. I should have pulled this out. Too late now. All right, that's a nice looking little half pound. Let's get a potato going. Let's see if we got a tater that ain't rotten in here. We're gonna put that in. Amanda on a Tinder date. Shit. That's funny. Yeah, they laughed a while. You know, and then you go to die. You know, you're all right. You know, it's like, what the hell are you doing here? Move on. You're all right. Why do I smell like? How did that lemon get down there? What the hell is that? I hate to put anything down in the sink, but I guess yeah, because the other side kind of stinks something awful, like seafood. I don't know. I guess we'll just let it go. The hell with it. All right. Too much crab stuff. All right, Uruguayan olive oil. Man, this stuff comes out slow. But what a clever little top. When you put it down, when you put it on, it closes that down. Right, and then when you open it again, it pulls that up. Leave it to those Uruguayans, man. Look at that, man. Leave it to the Uruguayans to do that. I don't think we're going to mess around with mushrooms tonight. I don't think so. Ooh, that looks good. get a little fire in the hole here. Alright, we're not going to dick around with mushroom gravy and all that crap tonight. Yeah, Uruguay. Shemai's like, I don't like mushrooms. Shemay, you are something. Let me tell you, you are something. Yeah, we'll just put ketchup on it tonight. There it is. Who doesn't love Del Monte? Woo! We're going to get that baby hot. Let's get the salt and pepper. Mushrooms are good. We're going to save it for our spicy beef noodles too. Okay. There we go. That's it. That is it. Yeah, thank you, Ronnie. Not intended as medical advice. Thing is, we want to get a good sear on this baby, right? So we want this baby like snap, crackle, popping. Danny, are you VFR rated or IR rated or both? Well, you'd have to be. Are you IR rated? No, I'm not doing it on the grill. There we go. That's what you want to hear. You gotta have that sear, and don't use the fork to turn over your steak. What's going on, Joni? How you doing? It's gonna be cold down there. I looked at your weather in Richmond, Kentucky today. Now we can turn that just a little lower. Reason being, we're not burning anything. Hey Sake, how are you doing? I'm basement rated. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it's a ribeye. So we're now going to put pepper on the back side. No salt. Notice I haven't salted yet. Okay. I don't know what the weather is outside. Joni, we got Mom's basement dweller in here. Isn't that funny? That's some funny stuff right there. Yeah, that's good. Just to fly a drone, I had to take a whole FAA course. It was crazy. This side can now be salted. All right. We got our tater ready to go. Sunday night we try to have something a little nicer. Now we can bring the butter out. That FAA exam was one of the hardest tests I ever took in my life. Class A, B, C, D, airspace, and my goodness, the definition of what night is, and oh man. 8 hours from the bottle to the throttle, baby! 2 hours sweating it out in a control tower, on air conditioned, sweating my sack off up there. And the woman's like, woo, you just passed by the skin of your teeth. If you've got one more question, you'd be back here again spending time with me. How would you like that? Said, how would you like a nice Hawaiian punch? Right? Oh, man. I remember that, woo! Ooh, you just barely passed. Oh, too funny, man. All right, there's our tater there. Not much of a tater either. Sorry. Ain't much of a tater on that one. That's enough. We're going to hit that with a little Worcestershire sauce. Lee and Perrin's Worcestershire sauce. We're going to hit that steak too. Woo, look at that. That's the way y'all do a steak, man. What's up, FG? What's going on? I'm prohibited from typing to women. Oh, too funny. That's got a really nice finish on it right there. Oh my God, that's it. That's beautiful. Turn that off. Let's put this on. Let's put a tiny bit of get all those bits off the bottom. That's what you want to do, man. That's the way you cook a steak. That is the way that you cook a steak. All right. Pour that right over the top. Oh man, look at that. Holy smokes. Look at that, guys. That's what it's all about. That's it. That's like Rustler Steakhouse special. Woo-wee! Woo-wee! We don't have steak often, but when we do, we're going to enjoy that bad boy. All right. Oh, boy. So we got to let that rest a while. Before we do that up, we got our ketchup ready to go. All right. You got food out there. Don't bother me. Came through the atmosphere, incinerated. That's great, Crow. Like it came through, like incinerated. That's pretty funny. All right. Just incinerate that bad boy. Like it just came through like an asteroid burning up. All right. How you doing tonight, Judy? No more cinnamon rolls. You like those cinnamon rolls, eh? All right. Oh boy. Make sure this potato's okay. We'll give thanks to the Lord for what we are about to eat. Thank you, Lord, for the bounty of thy goodness here. Wasn't much of a potato, but what are we going to do? Let's get our knife here. All right. Juices from staying. Danny. Oh, shit, that's funny. Oh, man. Danny's like, are you kidding me? You think I'm a savage here? That's some funny stuff, man. Oh, boy. All right. That is funny, man. Stream snipe. Who's stream sniping me? What are you talking about? All right, let's see what this bad boy tastes like. We got to get through the gristle on this side. All right. Tastes rather flavorful. It's very tender, as you would expect a ribeye to be. I think it's perfectly cooked, a little pink down the middle. Really good. I got a good deal. I think I got this at Safeway though. Judy, the meat deals are gone. It's so sad. Thank you, FG. Once Grocery Outlet decided they were big enough that they could have their own line of food called Simply, that's the beginning of the end right there. It means they're going to start putting their own products in. What you used to be able to get Swanson's chicken broth for $1.99. Now you get Simply chicken broth for $1.99, and if you want Swanson, you pay $2.49 now. Right? I mean, you'll notice I leave with less and less because, yeah, once in a while you can get a really spanking good deal, but otherwise, I haven't gotten a good bulged out meat deal in like forever over there. Okay, I mean forever. Now it's like Wine Country said, you get the Safeway ad and you shop the specials, and that's all good. grocery store around Valentine's Day. Danny, remember, 8 hours from the bottle to the throttle. Shit. It's a very good steak. Oh, you just walking in, Naomi, huh? Buy things when things are on sale. Hard to believe next Sunday I'm going to be in Vegas, guys. You're going to be doing a short stream with Mr. Z. Oh, it's the same old stuff. It's never with Mr. Z. It's a good time. I got stuff I got to get accomplished. Safeway does great on meat deals, man. They do a good job. Even if they make you buy the 3-pack, I break it down at home and put one in a separate, like Ziploc bag or something like that. So, very nice. Very nice. But this is a very nice ribeye. I believe this came from Safeway. I think it might need a little more time. You're right, Ramsey. I'm going to throw this back in the pan a bit. I think this needs a bit more time for me. It's close, but it's not there. Right. So we're going to pop this back on the pan. Get this through a little more. Oh, man. Yeah, it's just a little bit. I like a medium. This came out a little too much on the rare side, so we'll hit that up a little bit for a minute. All right. Oh, that's cool, Danny. I'm just saying it was one of the things I remember about my FAA course was Section 127 exam. 8 hours from the bottle to the throttle. Are you going to consider, I don't even know what the hell Campari is, Zoe. Yeah, what's up, Justin? How you doing? Which message? In my Gmail or here? Let that baby cook through a bit more. That was a little aggressive on that. It's an Italian liquor. No, I'm not going to get Campari. I'm not an experimental drinker. I'm very tried and true. Ramsey, it's in the pan. Keep your drawers on, okay? Jeez. Wow. Man, you're getting all fluttering around like a chicken there, man. Cheryl S. just doesn't come around that much anymore. Now we're going to turn off the heat. We're going to let this just sit in the pan for a bit. Pick up that incipient heat. Okay. That's beautiful. that shit out of Oh, man. Can you imagine if somebody yelled? I have seen people yell at Ramsey on the show. He kind of backed down a little bit, right? One Amy's Bakery or whatever the hell that place was, that was really bad, right? They ended up going to court. That's when Ramsey decided he was going to stop doing restaurant rescue or whatever. Well, you just can't take it. Plus, none of the restaurants he ever worked on ever really, most of them just folded up anyway. It's a bunch of bullshit, right? All it did was make Ramsey look like a genius, but they already invited all the people that were going to all come in and eat anyway. It was like, really? Right. Never back, always forward. You're really pushing that line of cookware here now, Ramsey. I'll tell you that. Right, even had you in this Super Bowl. But Martha Stewart had more Super Bowl commercial time than you did. Just saying. Don't be jelly. All right. Oh man. Yeah, that's Danny. That when they said you got to be able to go up there and get out of a spin, rudder in the opposite direction, right, nose down. That's it. I'm not gonna go for pilot training, right? Oh man, I said hell no. I hate that. Right, exceeding the critical angle of attack. We're gonna put it into a purposeful stall. No, I don't think so. That shit was scary to me. Right, when you go into a stall and then a spin. Squash release, yeah, I don't like lemon juice on any of my food, seafood or anything. I only like it in desserts. Good night, Alan. Thanks for coming in. Eat that half a steak, Elmer, that's it. Right. No, I just had a baked potato, which was good. Let's see how this is now. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, I just didn't like that, Danny. That turned me off to flying, you know. It's like you got to remember to put the nose down, put the rudder opposite of the direction to spin. It's like, wow, right? I mean, I need all this stuff. No, honey, I don't think I've ever had watercress in my life. Watercress sounds like a wannabe vegetable to me. I don't know. Right, we only need ketchup. Oh, man. Watercress sandwiches seem like something you would see on Keeping Up Appearances or something, right? With no crust. I don't know what the best steak restaurant is. It's been so long since I've had a restaurant steak. I don't even know. Well, Cattleman's had good steaks, but they closed 2 out of 3 of them down, and I don't like the one in Roanoke Park. I don't like that at all. I don't really put steak sauce on. Hey, Nocturnal, how are you? What's going on? I just like a little bit of East Coast ketchup. That was a very, very, very hard exam. They said you can get the easy one or you can get the one with all the class airspace and all these, military markings, and I got the very worst one that you could get. You don't really think about steak as like a German food, right? Right. You think of processed meats, bratwurst, liverwurst, all that kind of jive. Hey, Nino. Ramsey said 10 out of 10 on the steak. Thank you, Chef. 10 out of 10. Preparing for a 9-inch snowstorm. Woo! High winds, bitter cold. Man. Right. It's just been unrelenting in the Midwest this year. Unrelenting. Oh. Danny, all I was doing was just wanted to fly a damn drone. Sound like somebody just got shot. Yeah, I sold my Sherwood. I couldn't wait any longer. I thought the power button would eventually go bad on it, and that would be it. Oh, I guess they're shooting fireworks. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's an ice raid. Hey, Paula. That might be the signal that ice is on a raid up there. It's only a matter of time till ice makes its way through here. I'm gonna wake up in the morning and half the neighborhood's gone. Yeah, I do like a ribeye. You don't need a lot with it either, right? Let me tell you, this neighborhood is prime A1 for California, this city. Prime. Prime. This neighborhood, the night they come sweeping through here, all I have at church, there's all these pamphlets, what to do if ICE knocks on your door or whatever. Do you have a lot of immigrants up there, Ronnie? I wouldn't think that they'd end up like in the cold of Wisconsin. Yeah, porterhouse is just too big of a piece of meat for me. Right, I have a hard time with this this thing. Yeah, when the ice comes to town, it's gonna be all on this street. They're gonna be hitting these apartment houses here. All of a sudden, the rents in the neighborhood will be cut in half here. I did use both of them, Shemay. You know, Noah, that Wagyu beef it's a crime just like Alaskan king crab. The restaurants will put Alaskan crab on it, right? You're not getting Alaskan king crab. You're getting like polio or snow crab or something like that. And they're charging you as if you're getting Alaskan king crab. So the chances of that casino having real Wagyu beef, they have some heavily marbled bull crap that's it's not the same thing, right? I used to be a vegan, but no more. Yeah, we're loaded here, Ronnie. It's like the tree is loaded, doesn't want them ever questioned. Well, there's not much you can do if it's a federal matter, you know. They have to stand out of the way. Because this broad in the Department of Justice doesn't look like she mucks around as Attorney General. Yeah, Maryland blue crab from South America, exactly. Kobe. Yeah, there's a difference between Wagyu and Kobe, right? So, no, Carrot Class, it was 9 billion a year. 9 billion. 9 billion. And who has to pay that to taxpayers? Jaeger Schnitzel. I almost fell over when I heard that. June, wait till that wind kicks in, honey. And you know what, babe? You're not in Puerto Rico anymore. Right. Right. So these people think they're getting Alaskan king crab. I remember this, the hell you call it at Caesars? They have the Bacchanal buffet. What is it, like $120 or something a person? I call over there and I say, is that, you say you have Alaskan crab, right? Is that Alaskan king crab? They're like, no. Right. All that shit goes over to Asia. I think it's a layer by layer response, Lurker. You know, you get the low hanging fruit first, the prisons. I think this guy that's running Homeland Security or whatever, ICE, I think he wants to make California like a big showcase for action. No buffet has king crab. So where in the hell is it going, Justin? It's gone to Asia. That's where it's going. You know? I haven't been to a buffet in years. That was a very nice Sunday repast. So I think there's going to be quite a show here when that comes down. Now it's like the governor here. He's like, yeah, I might cooperate with him now, you know. He's thinking now I might be able to balance the budget here. Well, let's look at it this way. That pressure will help clean up some of these shitty countries that are so poorly run. The criminals run the whole thing. You gotta put some skin in the game, you know? If you want things better, you gotta fight to make it better. That's on you, not us. Good. I think we'll let that pan cool down a bit there. Oh, man. Why, June? I love crabs. I would have preferred crabs to this tonight, honey. You gotta be kidding me. Crab is so delicious. Oh, so good. So doggone good. I wished I could have crab. Oh, man. I guess we'll wash this pan now. I'll be too lazy later. We always want to leave a little bit of oil on the skillet in the wok. Give it a little bit of a sheen. That gives you a true no-stick surface. All right. You like dance. Habib Rashad, come on down. You're next on The Price is Right. Habib, where are you from? I am from Bangladesh. I have come to win my fortune, Mr. Bob. Yeah, I don't even eat lobster. I prefer crab. Hey Tess, how you doing, babe? How's it going? Yeah, I actually prefer the taste of crab to that. Yeah, I grew up eating crab, so yeah, every day. That's why I almost fell over when June is like, "Oh, I'm so glad you're not eating crab tonight." Right? It's like bite your tongue, June. Fish cutlets. I don't know, Elmer. That sounds really rough in Germany, dude. Fish cutlets. That's a long way to the sea, man. Right? It's a lot of shit that can happen to those cutlets between the ship and your mouth. Yeah, crab is just amazing. It's gonna turn into a crab. You don't know what you've missed, Nino. You have absolutely no idea what you missed. It's like if I say, "Gee, I'm glad I never had poutine." Right? Somebody say, "Oh, no, crab can't give you a bone problem." No, not Dungeness crab. People live on this stuff. June, what about people that eat whale blubber every day? Don't see the sun for like 5 months, right? We're made of stronger stuff than that, babe. I got bones like you wouldn't believe. I got these guys I crab with that are 30 years old, can barely get down the cliff, right? Oh, I'm scrambling up and down that baby. Crab is glorious. Glorious. Eat normal food. There's nothing more normal, Robbie, than crab. Okay. All right. We can't all eat curried mutton, okay? All right. Curried goat. Talk about blowing the covers off the bed. And you have to be around people the next day. It's like, jeez, man. Dude, what did you eat, a goat last night? Your breath. Yeah, I would only eat raw oysters if they came from New Zealand or something. Well, I think that guy was really full of it, June, about crab. Crab comes with no health warnings at all on it. It's delicious. Yeah, you could eat raw oysters, but I would only eat them from New Zealand. But even then, they'll just falsely package it and say it came from New Zealand, right? Yeah, lowering the youngsters down the cliff. It's a joke. Their health and their physical conditioning is so poor, right? And they're up there on the beach and they're having like 4 or 5 hamburgers. They got the grill going, and it's just a eating fiesta. And then when it's almost like they're sad when a crab is on the line, and they got to go down there and pluck the crab. Right? It's like, oh man, right. Right. They're having like party. They have like 15 beers up there. Uh, uh. You can't say that M word on here, Danny. Oh man, we forgot to tell you. I like to have my oysters out of pristine waters, right? Right. So when I lived in Asia, all the best seafood came out of New Zealand, right? You fly that crap up. They made a fortune up there, right? Oh man. Just those big claws are a meal. It's like a big rock crab. They got those huge claws, right? Oyster stew. Cook their oyster. I don't cook. I could never eat a cooked oyster. Oysters are dangerous like mushrooms. Shit. Shemai's like danger, danger. Yeah, we always watch out for red tide alerts, but they come pretty rarely because it's cold here. Right, Elmer? Yeah, we rarely get them in California because the water moves too much. We're gonna go crabbing for Dungeness. That's cool. Take me along, James. Right. Do a brother a solid. You're right about that, Lee. Oh man, these homegrown oranges are just. This is a Palestine orange. I haven't gone yet, Justin. I've been too lazy. I see these people that do that, they end up looking like total mud balls when they get out of there. Right, they gotta lay on the ground and have their arm deep down the hole. Oh man, right. You're in Seattle, Washington. I love calamari. I love that. Especially Asian style. I love the The little oranges, octoputs, like the 9 market. Oh, delicious. You just pop those babies like they're potato chips. Oh, they're so good. Mm. Mm. I'm fluttering thinking about that. Oh, man. Ronnie, I guess you guys get like whiting and stuff. What do you, I don't imagine seafood's a really big thing in Wisconsin, is it? Even though you're on Lake Michigan there, I don't imagine it's like a huge thing. Maybe you get like whiting or I don't know what the hell you guys get. You don't really think of Wisconsin as like a seafood state. Who is calamari? It's a new line of Italian fashion house. I have no idea what the temperature is here, none. I have no idea. What's going on? I can only absorb so much. All right. All right. I've known a few women that went crazy for the crabs. What did Ronnie say about work perching? I'm trying to see what Ronnie said about Wisconsin. I'm so far up the chat on this one. Let me see. Man, this thing hasn't advanced in like a half hour. See, Rock, do you go clam? Yeah, I haven't gone clamming yet. Let me see if seafood's not big here in Wisconsin. Okay, even though it's like on Lake Michigan. Yeah, I'm not too much on salmon. It's a little too oily for me. Thank you, Zoe. It's like a tad too oily for me. Right. time is it? How long have I been live? Let me see. Three hours. Okay. You was in happy days? No, I wasn't in happy days. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close that too. It's been a fun chat tonight. Thank you for hanging out to see. I wish I was in happy days, right? Fonzie. No, I'm not Fonzie, right? All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you, moderators, for everything you do. Thumbs up are appreciated.